Every book has to start somewhere. Chapter 1. The Lonely King. My name is Alexander Mora Hamilton. That's such a bad start. And this damn failed attempts. This just doesn't seem right. Chapter 1. The Lonely Fool. There was once a cat. He followed along from day to night. He had lots of questions, yet none of them were answered. I mean, truth, he did have tons and tons of friends, but just none of it felt right. He didn't know what he was looking for until he found it. His true way home. But even one way, even all of that could still fail. Oh, where am I? 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 Oh, hello. It's so empty and barren. The only thing here is animals. Is this a dream of sorts? What's going on? This isn't funny. Ollie, you can get it over with now. This isn't funny, Ollie. Michael? Cheddar? Where is everybody? I don't like it here. It's quiet and I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. All I can see is animals and they can't help me and I don't know. And maybe nothing's happening. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And yeah, that's the only explanation. I have to be going crazy. Where? Oh. God, there's so many animals. Oh God. Oh God, it's so loud, it's so loud, it's so loud. Where are my tools? I just need a... That's right. Just a nightmare. That's all it is. That's all it was. That's all it is. That's all it was. That's all it is. That's all it was. Just a nightmare. Yeah, just a nightmare. I'll be fine. It's not the first nightmare I've had, so I think I'll live. But they certainly aren't pleasant. Maybe Ollie had something to do with it again. I don't know what's up with her. Her obsession with dark spaces and all of that weird stuff. I think I should have prepared a bit more. I'm going out on an adventure to places I've never been, but I suppose I'll live. Oh, I really need to be more careful when traversing mountains. I'm gonna get, like, hurt one of these days, and then I'm gonna, like, die or something. And that really wouldn't be fun. I can't be go and dying again for the, like, 5th time. Dying, let me tell you, dying is not fun. It's just, yeah, dying is not fun. It is really annoying, let me tell you that. I mean, I wish it was fun, because then I'd die all the time. But it's really not, and it really gets under my nerves. But, I mean, I would kind of think dying would get under my nerves. But, you know, after dying for quite a while, you get used to it after a while. You know, just dying and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying. You do really tend to get used to it. Not that it gets, like, better or anything, or that it's fun, but you get used to it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it some way. So that's all I have faith for. And don't drown. Don't drown. But basically, I'm kind of just talking to myself, going through the forest. I tend to do this quite a lot, but it doesn't get any better. It never gets better. But that's not the point. I'm not here to trauma dump on my own self. I'm just here to kind of explain things. A couple of things, I think. Did I ever go in depth about Ollie? Well, I don't need to, but, you know, when you're all by yourself and you're imagining scenarios that might happen. And, yeah, like, but I want to do that out loud, because, I mean, I'm in a forest, no one's gonna hear me. But, Ollie, yeah, she's pretty annoying. I don't know why she chose to annoy me. Well, I do, but I'd rather not talk about it. She kind of, I hate trees. Basically, she kind of just, you know, appeared one day, and it wasn't very fun. She's annoying, to say the least. Constantly tries to get on your nerves, do anything to piss you off, practically just be the worst person alive. She's like a hallucination, though. I'm not very sure if she's real sometimes. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. I could always be crazy. I wouldn't be shocked if I was crazy, that's for sure. I really wouldn't be shocked, but it's not the most fun. Yeah. Ooh, sunflowers. I'm gonna take some, for home. because I never find any nowadays. They're just never here. 18 will do me good. Yeah, sunflowers kind of remind me of something. Maybe that's why I never keep them around. They're yellow. Well, golden, really, if you want to get specific with it, but they remind me of people. People I cared about and adored and loved. I don't think I could do that again. No. That'd be absurd of me to foolishly risk my own dignity like that just for a scrap of sympathy from people I've only met once. No. I can't really let that happen again. Last time it became like a whole scandal. Oh, village. Last time it became like a whole scandal for me. Really chaotic, if I do admit, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. I need to check it. This village has already been raided. If it hasn't, I might go in the cave. Ooh, it hasn't. I rule a country. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm talking to someone. That's how lonely I am. I truly have no one to talk to, so I'll talk to myself. Hey Alex, I rule a country. What do you do? Oh, I also rule a country. I don't know why I mentioned my country. It's not much of anything, if I'm being honest. What I would once be proud to call a country, I'm now disappointed I even attempted to try anything. I mean, I wouldn't call that pathetic, loathsome wreck a country. I mean, have you seen it? It's horrible. It's small, it's hideous, it's everything I failed to be. I don't know why I ever bring it up anymore. No one ever listens, that's true. I mean, everyone's got their own country, their own worries, and their own issues, so why would they need to listen to mine? I mean, I have no one left, so maybe that's why I'm so desperate to talk to people. You know, desperation really hits when you don't want it to. But it isn't always the worst thing. I mean, desperation can be a tool used for greatness. But I think I broke my leg. But it can also be horrible. Something used to destroy happiness, if you will. I don't remember what I was talking about. If you think that I could do any good, then I would think you're going crazy. I would think you're purely and sorely mistaken. Nothing about me has or will be good. It's just a part of my nature at this point. But if I truly were to try, maybe for once. I could attempt at something greater. Did I ever tell you I like Jules Verne? Ow. I don't think. I don't think I've ever mentioned it. I love Jules Verne. It's creative. It's what I'd call lively of sorts. I mean, maybe not lively, but I wouldn't call it nothing, that's for sure. Jules Verne will always have a special place in my heart. For, just being so cool. Apologies. But, well, I don't know. I only have one Jules Verne book. It's kind of sad if you think about it, really. But, I mean, I live with it, hey, so. I'm sorry about getting so sensitive about my country earlier. It's, I attempted to make a country. I wouldn't call it a country. I attempted to make one. I suppose it just went to crap, really. None of it worked out at all. I mean, it's more dead than the dead leaves on the ground right now. I suppose just like its president. Viridius was supposed to be a beautiful place. One of money, love, and bustling night streets rather than bustling during the day. None of that worked, of course. I didn't lose motivation, per se. More like somehow the motivation lost me. Weird saying, I'm aware. I don't know how it ever happened. I mean, 1 second I was standing on the beach with nothing around me. Only the water, and the trees, and the sand. And that's all I had. Next thing I knew, it was a grand city. Well, country really, but I preferred the city. It was smaller, beautiful, and filled with lustful delights, if I do say so myself. It was a harbor. We had a port and everything. We were like the #1 trading city. But I suppose now that's all. I suppose now that's all gone. I never meant for any of it to happen. I mean, I probably did. Truth be told, I was the one holding the torch. I mean, you don't think before acting, do you? I wanted to think before acting. Maybe think, well, maybe this day is finally turned around for me, but it didn't. It never did. It never has. I don't know what would ever make me think that I could rule a country as unstable as I currently am. Despite running a harbor and seeming to be around water all the time, I quite hate it. I don't know why. I hate it just as much as running, really. I seem to run everywhere, though, don't I? It's not my cup of tea, I suppose. No, running doesn't have to be everyone's cup of tea. I do question where Ollie is right now. I mean, Ollie's probably off scheming or trying to find some way to screw me over. I do still remember her words, though. Oh, you're a worthless piece of junk. You should really, and I mean really, try and go, sort that out. You've got a country to run. Blah, 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 blah. You're horrible. You're an idiot. You're nothing but a failure to your own country. And that's all you'll ever be. Stuck between hopping through trees or crashing onto the ground. And maybe even going through everything you've already gone through. I mean, truly impeccable, isn't it? It truly was impeccable, I guess. Those were her words, not mine. But that condescending tone was always there. Ollie was always there. Deep down, I know she cares for me. Deep, deep, deep down, but somewhere in there knows she only wants the best for me. Even if verbally or in a physical way, she doesn't show it. I suppose only I know Ollie. I can't believe I'm still sassed up about my country. I mean, it was supposed to be as tall as the sky, as beautiful as the flowers, or as beautiful as a coral reef in the ocean, and yet none of that happened. And I mean literally none of it. All I do, and all I've ever done all day, is go through these stupid woods, looking for God knows what, because I never find anything. I never risk it to go into the caves. And all that ends up happening is I end up crying, lost in the middle of the woods, because I lost my only guide home. And I don't believe so, that it was all my fault that I lost everything. Maybe it was. I'm just the one to blame, because it was always me to blame. I was apparently always the problem, the one that made things uncomfortable, the one that made meetings horrible, the one you would never want to be next to in real life. The one that you would hate. But, well, I mean, we could have been like this. But no, it ends up like that, and you never end up getting anything in the end, because you don't want to pick up your pieces. You don't want to put it back together, and you don't want to care for it, or water it like it's a plant, or feed it like it's some pet stray cat you found out in the backyard. But you don't want to feed it. It's a black cat. It'll feed you, and eventually, you'll get misfortune. All and all over again. And then that happens, and this happens, and the trees are birch. They're not oak. No, they can't be oak. They seriously cannot be oak. Because if they were oak, that would mean that I was going. They're oak. The trees are oak. The trees were always oak. It's an oak wood forest. I mean, how silly would it be to mix up an oak tree and a birch tree? But I do suppose when you're all alone for so long, you kind of forget what it's like to, see what's real and what's not. And every time I stare into those waters, nothing stares back at me. It's my fault, I do suppose. I mean, I was the one to blame for everything. And I was the one to blame for all of them leaving. And it's like, I didn't mean to. I never meant to. My goal wasn't to scare anybody or push them away accidentally by how I acted. But everyone has their breaking point. Even fools, kings, queens, all of them, they have a breaking point. And you don't want to push past that breaking point because in the end you'll lose them all. Even after all of that, I still don't know why. Why out of everything and anyone and everyone and everything in this damn world. Look at how many stars there are. Can you imagine how many planets there are? Just imagine the amount of planets, galaxies, and out of all of them, I was the one that had to fail. I was the one that had to die. I had to mess up everything. I had to ruin it all. Because, I couldn't just live a happy life. No. You always make mistakes, but those mistakes, they'll follow you, and they'll keep dragging around you like a cloak that you can never take off. You don't know it's there, but you know it's there at the same time. And you just gotta run and run and run and run and run and run and run as far as you can, and yet you'll still never get away from it. And I don't know why it just won't leave me alone. It's all the thoughts, the doubts, the everything that makes it what it's so horrible about the cloak. Just some cloak you can never remove. Like a scar, I suppose. You can't get rid of it. And it's there because you were hurt. Maybe over time it'll fade. You won't see it anymore. But you'll know deep down that scar is there. That skin is damaged. You can't repair damaged skin. If you tried, if you tried, it'd become even more damaged, wouldn't it now? And it's slowly going until all of you is damaged, till the skin just isn't perfect anymore. But just like a scar, and just like skin, it's never perfect. There's always going to be scars on that skin. And the ironic thing about that is you can cover them up. You can cover up all your imperfections and all of your issues. But no matter how much foundation or concealer you put on that scar, no matter how many times you try to bandage it or put a band-aid on it, you try to draw over it, pretend it's not there, those imperfections are still there, watching and waiting. They won't go away. They're not meant to. They're not meant to go away. They're just gonna stick by you and stay there. Because, in short, you can't cover up a scar, and you can't get rid of it, because if you try to get rid of it, you're only gonna make it worse. I suppose people say don't pick at the scar, and then you won't have, don't pick at the scab, and then you won't have a scar. But you can't help picking at it. But the more you pick at it, the more there's blood, and the more you pick at it just to try and get rid of it. Just to try and see what'll happen. The more it's gonna get worse. And worse. And worse. And at some point you won't be able to pick at it anymore. It'll force itself to heal. But no matter what, that skin is still imperfect. The scab is still there. Internally, rather than physically. Look at me, pointing out little, making smart comments while I'm traveling through the woods, suffering. I really am a black cat. Because they carry misfortune and bad luck, and no matter where they go, everyone's always going to be scared of them. No one's ever going to like them. And the only people who do like them is the lucky. Or the extremely unlucky. Makes the unlucky feel less alone, and the extremely lucky feel better about themselves, that they don't have to wallow in misery every day until it gets better. I suppose that's how it makes me a black cat. I wallow in misery all day, hoping something will change. I don't ever try to change it, though. You know, maybe if I try a different route, something else will happen. But I can't try a different route now, can I? I'm not very good at planting things. There's really no way around this mountain, is there? I mean, maybe this? No. I could have gone through this the entire time, couldn't I have? That's annoying. Does anyone know why all of this happens? Is it due to reasons beyond our control? I heard Mother Nature was just as cruel as me. Well, I wouldn't assume she's just as cruel as me, but nature does give me comfort. Maybe it's because deep down I know Mother Nature will always be as horrible of a person as I am. Or that no matter what, I'll never be worse than Mother Nature already is. You know, for a mother, she's not very good at taking care of her kids. I don't blame her though. You know, I have kids. I don't ever get to see them though. Not anymore. But in some way, I kinda do. Cheddar, quackers, cream, cherry, and Michelle. And this one's for my husband. I really should have known better to do all of this. I should have known it wouldn't work. Goodbye. And maybe I'll see you again.